What's up, Richard? Series here. Well, here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films and series that are coming out this week, whether they be theater, streaming, etc. Alright, the two wide release films we have out this week is F1. About Sonny Hayes, a former F1 driver who raced in the 1990s, has a horrible crash, forcing him to retire from Formula One and start racing in other destinations. And the trailer for this has looked terrific. Directed by Joseph Kosinski, who gave us obviously he of course gave us Top Gun Maverick. Of course he did Oblivion, Tron Legacy. He's always amazing. This does look intriguing. Though Brad Pitt looks great. Demis Idris, I think looks terrific. I think this looks like be really interesting to check out. All right. Also out this week is a film I really look forward to see because I love the first one so much. I actually just rewatched the first one yesterday. It's awesome. I'm sorry. It's even better one time I see it. But also coming out this week is Megan 2.0. I am really pumped for this. The first Megan, I had a fun time with. I had a blast. Definitely looking forward to checking out the sequel. This time it's going more into the sci-fi action realm, which I did not expect to see. I'm still gonna call it horror because, still. But this does look intriguing. Check out. I'm loving the Britney Spears music that was featured. The Chappelle Roan song that was also featured. This guy have a really killer soundtrack here. Even Chucky doesn't have the best soundtrack. All right. Also, at this week, we got coming to streaming. We got my mom Jane, which is a documentary about iconic actress Jane Mansfield from the 1940s, 50s, and on. And this is actually directed by her daughter, Mariska Hargitay, who you might know, obviously, from Law & Order fame. I bet a lot of people, whenever people watch Law & Order SVU, I feel like not many of them know that Mariska Hargitay is actually the daughter of Jane Mansfield. Very popular, really popular actress from the 50s, 60s. Sadly, she did pass away in a car crash decades. And Mariska Hargitay actually directs this. I'm intrigued to see it. This does look like an interesting documentary, so I'm all for it. Looks like it'd be interesting. And who doesn't love Mariska Hargitay as Elizabeth Benson on Law & Order? Come on, she is so fierce on that. Alright. Also at this week, we don't really have hardly anything coming to Netflix this week, movie-wise, that is. On streaming, we got the new Tubi movie, Please Don't Feed the Children. A deadly viral outbreak, a group of orphans flees in search of a new life, only to be taken hostage by a woman hiding in a sinister secret. And it stars Michelle Dockery, Zoe Colletti, Giancarlo Esposito. This looks really interesting. Very odd it's going to Tubi and not Shudder. This does feel more like a Shudder original, but it is what it is, I guess. It does look intriguing to check out, so I don't know. Hopefully that could be a good one. Alright. Now, other films out in theaters this week, or VOD, whatever. We got a movie called Pony Boy, which features the likes of Dylan O'Brien, Adia Moore, River Gallo, Murray Bartlett. And unfolding over the course of Valentine's Day in New Jersey, a young intersex worker must run from the mob after a drug deal goes sideways, forcing him to confront his past. That does look interesting to check out, so hopefully that could be a good one. We also got a film called... sorry, I almost lost it. Alright, Sorry Baby. This looks terrific. Sorry Baby is about a college professor who tries to recover from an essay. I'm not going to say the full title because you never know about YouTube here, but you guys probably know what the initials essay stands for. Just regular assault. Just assault. Assault. You guys probably can put two and two together. Now, this does look interesting to check out. Starring and directed by E. Victor. You got Naomi Ackies in this, Lucas Hedges. This looks excellent. It looks really heartfelt, looks touching. I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Hopefully that could be going there. Alright. We also got a film called Off the Grid. When a bankrupt company tries to weaponize a brilliant scientist's revolutionary technology, he goes off the grid to safeguard humanity. When the company sends a strike force to find him, and they make their biggest mistake by weaponizing the man they're trying to catch. And this does look intriguing. Check out. Uh, you got Josh Duhamel, Greg Kinnear. That does look pretty fun. So I don't know. It'll probably be terrible. That's a possibility, but I don't know. It should be interesting. I like Josh Duhamel and Greg Kinnear. So. Alright, we also got a movie called The Sound, which stars William Fichtner, who I love William Fichtner. He's always good. A group of climbers embarks on a dangerous climb that has been off limits for years. What initially begins as a industrious expedition transforms into a battle for survival against a force that toys with them. And this does look interesting. William Fichtner looks great in this, so I don't know. Hopefully that can be a good one. Yeah, I still got a little bit of a Quiet Place vibe here. I don't know why. Alright. We also got a movie called The Stranger in My Home, starring Sophia Bush, Amaya Miller, Vivica Fox, where Allie meets a mysterious man who claims to be her father of the teen daughter, Katie. What begins as an unsettling encounter soon spirals into a nightmare of long buried secrets, lies, and obsession. That looks pretty terrible. I feel a preview for that. Doesn't look good. I don't know. So I like Sophia Bush, so I watch this because she's in it, but doesn't look all that great. Alright. We also got a movie that actually does look intriguing. Stealing Pulp Fiction. Three aspiring Hollywood friends plot to steal Quentin Tarantino's personal 35mm print of Pulp Fiction from his movie theaters. The friends team up with their therapists to carry out the heist. It features like Karen Sony, who you might know as Topenda from Deadpool, Taylor Hill, Oliver Cooper, Jason Alexander, who you might know as George Costanza from Seinfeld. This does look pretty entertaining. It definitely has an interesting premise to it. I like the actors involved, so sign me up with this one. This could be pretty fun. Alright. Oh, and Oliver Cooper is also in this, and he played the scene stealer Costa in Project X. He's not much of a bigger star. I've always liked him on Project X, but anyway. We also got a movie called Vitro. We're on the struggling kettle from some years in the feature. A woman discovers the unsettling consequences in her husband's animal breeding technology. That could be interesting. We got a movie called Afternoons in Solitude, an examination of both finding spiritual anguishing, focusing on the tormentor, depicts the tradition of as visceral representation of Southern European culture. That could be interesting to check out. We got The GA, starring Dale Dickey. A mysterious older woman seeks revenge on the corrupt legal guardian who destroyed her life. That could be pretty cool to check out. And last but not least, I forgot to write this down actually. We got Ice Road Vengeance, which the trailer for that just actually dropped. Of course, the sequel to Liam Neeson's movie, Ice Road. It actually goes to limited release this week, and it'll hit VOD next week, so that's how much they got confidence in that. Now, I was not a fan of the first film. This one looks a little better, I admit. Looks a little more fun, so I don't know. Hopefully it's a good one, but I don't know, we'll see. Alright. Also out this week on the TV front, we got Ironheart, which I don't care what anyone says. Ironheart looks really fun. We also got the series Countdown comes to Amazon, where after a Department of Homeland Security is killed in plain sight, LAPD detective Mark McChain is brought onto the covert task force with undercover agents from various law enforcement agencies to track down the murder. And you got like Jensen Ackles, Eric Dane. This looks pretty interesting to check out, so sign me on that one. We got Smoke coming to Apple. This also has Greg Kinnear in it, so really cool week for Greg Kinnear. A detective and an Austin investigator work together to stop two serial arsonists in the Pacific Northwest. That does look intriguing. You got Taron Egerton, John Leguizamo, Journey Smollett, the aforementioned Greg Kinnear. Those look interesting to check out, so hopefully that can be a good one. Now, we also got a couple of returning shows this week as well. We got the return of The Bears Season 4 with Jeremy Allen White. We also got Squid Game's final season comes to Netflix. And we got Pokemon Horizons, The Search for Laquia comes to Netflix. So, got some cool stuff to look forward to here. We got The Bear, Ironheart, some Pokemon, Megan. Let me let you guys. Which of these films or series are you interested in? Are you interested in F1, Megan, Pokemon Horizons, The Bear, Squid Game, etc.? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Henry.